Hey, welcome to 2026. This is Jason Parker, and in this video, I'm going to be telling you about all the projects I'm looking forward to in this year. First off, we're going to start off with January 16th, The Rip. This is a Netflix original movie. It reunites Ben Affleck and Matt Damon, and probably their first time. Well, they might have done that movie, The Duel, together, which I did not watch. This is directed by Joe Carnahan. You guys might know from the guy who directed The Gray with Liam Neeson and my favorite, The A-Team, which I watch A-Team all the time. January 18th, also on the small screen, is the newest Game of Thrones. That's right, A Knight of the Seventh Kingdom. It's exciting. I love the original Game of Thrones till the end. I did not get into House of Dragons. I did really enjoy Millie Alcock, and we'll talk about her farther down on this list. So I'm pretty excited about this new show, and I'll definitely give it a spin. Next up, sometime in January, is the release of All You Need Is Kill. This is the anime that is based on the same manga. I know I said that wrong. I'm sorry, guys. That Edge of Tomorrow, the great Tom Cruise movie, was based on. And this is before him. This is the character Rita Vertowski. What do they call her? The Iron something? I don't know. It doesn't matter. But it's a cartoon. It's from Japan. It looks phenomenal. And I can't wait to get more adventures in the world. And hopefully we'll get an Edge of Tomorrow too at some point. Next up, February 20th, starring Georgina Campbell from Barbarian, is Psycho Killer. This is the newest movie written by Andrew Kevin Walker. You guys might know Andrew Kevin Walker is the guy behind 7 and 8mm. Yeah, it's been 30 years since he had a movie that really blew up, but this one involving a state trooper hunting a killer that killed her husband should be pretty cool. A week later, also in the horror vein, is Scream 7, which, as you guys know from a few years ago, there was quite a few problems with the last version of Scream 7, and so now we've got Kevin Williamson, the original creator. He's going to be directing it. He has not directed a movie since 1999's Teaching Mrs. Tingle, which I unfortunately watched in the big screen, but I love all the Scream movies. I've seen them all on the big screen, so I will be there February 27th to check it out. And then March 6th, a week later, is a movie that I was not looking forward to until I saw a trailer a few months ago, and that is Maggie Gyllenhaal's The Bride. Basically, The Bride of Frankenstein. Christian Bale is Frankenstein. The great Jessie Buckley is the bride. Peter Sarsgaard, who is still, I don't know why he never did more stuff after Garden State. He's married to Maggie. He's in it. Jake's in it. The Bride is the movie I'm looking forward to, especially since I really didn't dig Del Toro's Frankenstein from this last year. Then March 27th, we got a couple movies. One of them is Ready or Not 2, Here I Come, which looks super fun. They've brought back Samara Weaving, this time Catherine Newton, who's just a great character actress. She seems to be in everything nowadays. She's in it, and I think it's going to be great. I'm sure at the end of the movie, they're both going to be completely covered in blood. The same day, from the director of Titane and Raw, Julie just pretend I pronounced her name correctly, is her new movie Alpha, which I believe is kind of set in New York in the 80s. And it's basically an analogy for the HIV virus and what happens when someone you love might get this disease that's going to kill them and how you deal with it. Now, I've heard some things already that this movie's not that great, but I'm still going to give it a watch because of how much of a great job she did with her 2 previous crazy films. Go watch Raw and Titane. If you've not seen Raw and Titane, go watch them. They'll blow your mind. Next up, all the way into June, is Millie Alcock, I don't know how to pronounce her last name. Supergirl, she's there. It's the second movie in the DCU. I'm super excited. I loved Superman, loved it. I loved her appearance at the end. I want to see Crypto the dog again. Jason Momoa will now be playing Lobo. I think the big thing will be if they have a proper villain. I think the big difference between a good superhero movie and a bad superhero movie is whether or not the villain is good or not. Then we've got August 14th, a week from my birthday, Flower Vale Street. This is the newest movie from David Robert Mitchell, who did the amazing It Follows, Myth of the American Sleepover, and Under the Silver Lake, which It was a little too long, but I still love that film. This film is set in the 80s. It has Anne Hathaway and Ewan McGregor, and I believe there's dinosaurs in it, and that's all I really know about it. September 11th, we've got Clayface. I don't know much about this, but I love DC. I'm excited to see what they come up with. I heard it's going to be kind of a body horror thing. Mike Flanagan, I believe, wrote it or directed it. Not a huge fan of his, but at some point he's got to make something that I just absolutely love. Then we've got a week later, September 18th, a movie, probably the movie I might be the most excited about. It's Resident Evil from Zach Cregger. Zach Cregger made Weapons, he made Barbarians. Both movies blew my mind. And this one stars Austin Abrams, who was also in Weapons. He was the drug addict who gets punched in the face because he has the needles, yada, yada. But with him in it, I'm sure it's going to be great. Then we've got December 18th. We've got Dune 3, and I love Dune 2. It's one of my favorite movies of this century. I thought just Denis Villeneuve put so much just like his imagination. The whole thing, it was better than I ever could have imagined. I actually even liked the 80s Dune, but that version was phenomenal. This one has Robert Pattinson, and if Anna Taylor-Joy gets to have a bigger appearance in this one, I'm sure she'll bring it too. And then that brings us to Christmas and the newest David Eggers film, Werewolf. I love werewolves. His Nosferatu wasn't really like my thing, but I'm really hoping I'll dig this werewolf movie. And a special movie, which they have not released the date of when it'll come out, but I'm sure it will be, is Teenage Sex and Death at Camp Misama. I totally butchered that, I'm sure. It's from director Jane Schoenbrunn. Jane directed Myth of the... sorry, wrong person. Directed The Lights of the TV Glow from 2 years ago, which was a huge indie film. So that's it, 2026. Hope you enjoyed my list. If there's anything that I missed, put it in the comments. I obviously know about all of the Marvel superhero movies, but now that DC is here and James Gunn's running it, I don't care about any of those Marvel movies. You'll never hear me talk about Schmurman or Avengers, Secret Wars, or whatever. It doesn't matter. But hey, if you're having a rough time out there, I get it. I know. Christmas, New Year's just passed, you're getting your credit card bills, you're broke, you're in trouble, things aren't working the way they used to. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do for you, but I know you need to take a breath, think about all the positives you have in life, and remember that there's something that you have that someone out there wishes they had, and maybe even wishes that thing would be the thing that completes them. So be good to yourself. Have a great day.